Welcome to the Capital League 2 Women's Grand Final. Today we have St Pat's versus ANU. Lining up for ANU, number 4, Jess Roach. Number 6, Maddie Selms. Number 13, Kate Fleming. Number 14, Phoebe Raff. Number 16, Lucy Jallen. Number 17, Beck Hotchkiss. Number 19, Alora Kelly. Number 21, Nina Gannon. Number 24, Holly Dawson. Number 25, Camilla Liebson. 26, Abby Morris. 27, Alex Hoffman. 28, Annie Burgess. Number 30, Viv Schweitzer. In goals, there's Minnie Arnold and Gabby Milan, and they are coached by Felix Peel.
So for St Pat's, we have number 11 is Alana McCarthy, 28, Katie Williams, 32, Beck Picker, and we've got Wendy Moylan, Annika Bettiol, Samantha Picker, Katie O'Connor, Lucy Neely, Courtney Booth, Sophie Hughes, Alicia Von Renaud, Layla Bettiol, Ashley Burns, Rachel Mumberson. In the goals, we have Alana Jansen. They are coached by Darren Williams, and their manager is Mandy McCarthy.
So, George, you got the call up. Emergency sub in.
Sure did. Sub in for Karen Hardy. I am not Karen Hardy or Karen Fitzgerald. But, you know, it's going to be an exciting game today. I will declare my bias now, Jess, towards ANU. But I think it's going to be a tough game.
Yeah, definitely. I think this St Pat's group shouldn't be underestimated, and maybe slight bias there coming through as a St Pat's junior maybe. But should be a very exciting game. Two pretty evenly matched teams throughout the year. So, bit of end-to-end play and a bit of a hindrance with the rain we've had, and it's expected to continue all day. So, quality of hockey might go a little bit by the wayside, but I think a bit of grit and adaptability is so important on days like today. So this St Pat's team is quite young. They have some really promising juniors coming through in Katie O'Connor and Katie Williams, as well as Courtney Booth and Layla Batoil for them as well. So a good mix of experience and youth, and even some of the parents out there with their daughters, which is always special.
Oh, that's very special.
Do you have any insight on this ANU group?
Look, I don't. I think, you know, with COVID, it's been a funny year this year with COVID. Haven't been able to get out and watch much hockey, but I know a few former first graders in there, in Jess Roach and Beck Hotchkiss. Beck, of course, coming across to ANU from Central this year. But I think, you know, it seems to be a team that has gelled together very well. And, of course, ANU coming off a few victories in the last few years in premierships.
Yeah, so a lot of finals experience, as St Pat's have had. I think in the last at least 15 years, this second grade group has been in the top 4. So, yeah, bit to be said about that. It's a bit of a high ball, obviously trying to avoid the puddle. So, tight contest here. Obviously, a little bit scrappy, to be expected in these conditions. But I was once told, Georgia, the two things you can't control in hockey is the umpiring and the weather. What would be your parting wisdom?
Absolutely not. And, you know, we live in Canberra, and it is spring. It is late spring. And who knows what the weather is going to provide for us. But, you know, it's also great to see an all-female playing and officiating team out there, both umpires and our tech official, you know, all women out there, which is absolutely fantastic for the sport and fantastic for women's participation in sport too.
Yeah, absolutely. Very promising for the future.
To say the crowd is certainly built up here at the Hockey ACT Stadium, especially from this morning's 10 o'clock game. There's a lot of people out there, you know, still keen to get out and watch some finals hockey this weekend.
Yeah, which is always really good to see despite the conditions. It's Certainly not the same atmosphere without the hill covered and people carrying on, but still just as hard to get a car park. So, good attempt there by St Pat's to build some play, but that ANU midfield's a little bit strong, able to force the turnover there. So opportunity for St Pat's inside the attacking 25. Probably the first time this game, and well won there.
Both teams fighting really hard for it in this first little bit. Just under 10 minutes to go in the first.
ANU building the play through Maddie Selms up front, but a bit isolated. One out there. Good support by Lucy Jalen. Probably just a touch late to the party. Good work by Roche into the circle. Shot by Lucy Jalen and shut down by Lana Jansen in goals there for St Pat's. Another promising young goalkeeper. Opportunity there for Roche. Plenty of time to take a shot on top, and it's just gone search and couldn't quite link up with her teammates. Great build-up play and well defended by St Pat's.
It is very wet up those two wings, isn't it, Jess?
Yeah, I think
Puddles galore.
coach's nightmare. You're always told to go out and around, but I think today is probably the exception. You want to be coming up the middle and staying away from it. Certainly slows the game down a bit. Almost looks like it's happening in slow motion. So ANU winning the free hit. Opportunity to build some attack. And shut down by St Pat's. Good fight there by Layla Atul, I think it is. Tell you what, this commentating is a lot harder, Georgia, without the numbers on the back.
It sure is, it sure is.
And good fight there by Annie Burgess for ANU.
That rain is persistent. That's what we want to see, more overheads.
Yeah, it certainly changes the style of play. Got to get a bit creative and really count on those aerial skills. It's a bit of a deja vu, Georgia. I'm not sure if you can recall grand final weekend last year, where we had very similar conditions.
I actually can't remember the grand final weekend last year. Very, very strange. Was it raining?
It was.
Crazy.
And
Crazy.
similar personnel. I think United were playing this game against ANU and in the ones Tuggeranong and ANU, which we'll see again later on.
The rematch. The rematch, Jess. Looking forward to it?
Oh, I definitely looking forward to it. Very nervous. It's been a long season. And we're both one apiece, so hotly contested game, that's for sure.
Is ANU working well together?
St. Pat's unlucky not to win the hit there, contesting that. And again, Katie O'Connor, I said earlier, one of our up-and-comers, certainly a player to watch for the future. She's got great tenacity and a lot of skills and speed. Very exciting kid to coach. And unlucky not to win the contest there. Good speed by Courtney Booth up front. Just pops off the foot, but play on. Good advantage by the umpires. It's a good fight there for ANU, building some attack.
Opportunity for Beck Hodges down the wing there.
Yeah, and such a good pickup for this group.
Absolutely.
She's very positive snares, a great person to have in your playing group all around. Brings a lot of energy and experience, obviously ex-Vic Viper from AHL days and Canberra striker more importantly.
Phoebe Raff, solid back there. It's a very physical game out there. Lots of hip and shouldering.
Yeah, it looks almost a bit like an AFL game. And I can't even say that's snares. Obviously, she played with Ainsley the last few seasons. It's all around the park. So well won there by Selmsy. She certainly brings that toughness from country hockey into this group. And well defended by St. Pat's.
We're yet to see a short corner here in this match. Just to see how the teams tackle those in this wet weather.
Absolutely. And big shout out, as I said, it's been a long season, obviously longer than usual with the COVID pause. But big shout out to the ANU Women's Club hockey sponsors in ANU Sport, Physio Sport O'Connor and Bunyip Toys. And St. Pat's, Raiders Gungahlin, At Home Landscape, the Wholesale Sleeper Company, and Wilby Constructions. And big thank you also to Wonqy and Transformed for making the live stream happen. Certainly grateful for it in conditions like this.
So some interesting facts about the ANU team. So against St. Pat's, they've had a draw, a 2-1 win and a 1-0 loss. That's the only loss for the season for ANU. So this is a tough contest out here today. Winning a win rate of 83%. That's pretty high.
Certainly consistent. So the first quarter, nil all. So no short corners and literally a very even game. So stay tuned for what should be a very exciting second quarter.
Energy space is the future of training for electrical apprentices, harnessing technology to make skills development as effective and as efficient as possible. Energy space supports teachers in the classroom and apprentices on the job site to get the full picture on skill development. Today's game proudly sponsored by Synergy Group, a professional services firm delivering dynamic solutions to government. Canberra born and bred, they exist to uncover what could be so that it can be. They imagine life-changing ideas and help our government make them a reality, and are creators and advisors behind some of Australia's most important projects. Got a niggling injury that just won't go away? Why not see the team at Powerhouse Physio, located here at the National Hockey Centre? They will get you back better, stronger, faster.
Welcome back to the second quarter of this very tightly contested game between St Pat's and ANU. So George is subbed out and I'm joined here with Karen Hardy. She's got some fun facts and a lot more knowledge and a much better journo than I'll ever be.
Oh, it's much easier to write stuff down, Jess, than it is to be on the microphone, but it's been good fun today. It's miserable weather, but we've seen some good hockey so far.
Yeah, obviously very tight game in the SL1 women's going down to shootouts.
I think that's the only game that's gone to shootouts today.
Then we saw West run away just from St Pat's in second grade, 1-0. I think that's the lowest grand final score they've had in a few years now.
I've just come from umpiring the SL4 women's and Tuggeranong got up 1-0 over St Pat's. It was a very tough game. A lightning break in between.
Yeah, I think it's always a bit to be said about the resilience of a group coming back after a long break like that. Hopefully, maybe my personal bias, Karen, but hopefully we can emulate that success into our Capital League 1 final later on today.
It's never nice to see the Carter field with the wet channels down the side, so hopefully it might ease off a bit for the Capital League games this afternoon.
Yeah, I was saying earlier in the first quarter, it's a coach's nightmare. You want to tell them to come out and around and use the sidelines, but different story today.
Maybe we need all the spectators to get out of their seats and grab a broom and push all the water off the field.
Definitely. They are well designed though, so if the Mother Nature's nice to us, we should see it drain fairly well.
Jess Roach in the middle there for ANU. She's been a long-time club player.
Yeah, a bit of a stalwart, and in this second grade group too, I think they'll be going for 3 from 3 as well. So
we've got a big call out to Declan Brown. I'm watching live from Riverside, California in USA. Hey Declan, he's the brother of Jared Brown, who's playing for Central.
The men's league later on.
Declan probably wins the award for our most distant viewer.
Yeah, we have a few. I think some of the parents of the West group.
Give us a shout out on Facebook if you're further away than Riverside, California. And you were missing Sarah Demery at the back today. She's been a solid fullback, but she's out injured.
Ooh,
That's nasty.
lift the ball there.
Lucy's all right. Copped her in the sternum.
Yeah, subbing on, Selmsy subbing on for her. Hopefully not out for too long.
It's the old saying, be first to the ball, but that's never so more prevalent when it's wet.
Yeah, those 50-50 possessions are really important. Stepping up and in front. Certainly making it hard to transfer the ball around. We've seen lots of play down that far side of the field. Good win there by Sam Picker at the back. Good fight there by Roche, just dispossessed, and good tenacity shown by St. Pat's.
We're kind of holding out for Roche to get her card this game. She usually pulls one out per game. God bless her.
Do you have the stats there? No, she's good. She is a good sport despite all that, Roche.
Yep, she's just a tough player. Sometimes it goes a bit wrong. Roche actually came to the club and started in 4th grade, I think, so she was one of those players who came up through the ranks.
It's always pleasing to see, and it goes to show that hard work can pay off.
Yeah, that's true.
And the ball's steadying up here, so an opportunity. It's just out. It's a shame St. Pat's didn't have a striker high.
Yeah.
Good fight there by Katie O'Connor, winning the contest. And dispossessed by Selmsy. It's good to see her back playing after a year off last year. And well done by Minnie Arnold in goals, clearing that.
We'll give a bit of a shout out to Felix Peel, the ANU coach. He did his last uni exam yesterday, so he's graduated. He's hoping to cap off a big couple of days with a win today.
Excellent. Always an exciting time in your life, concluding there. He'll be wanting the girls to get up here. He's done a good job with them over the year, very dedicated. And I'm sure as a young fella, he's probably learned as much as they have.
Yeah, it's good to see young people go into coaching. Often it ends up being the same old club stalwarts who get roped into it year after year.
Definitely, and a good opportunity to continue to learn.
I'm sure Daryl McDonald didn't expect to be coaching first grade after retiring from playing. He'll be coaching the West's CL1 team tonight.
Yeah, I've had a bit of success that group, and probably that'll be my pick if you were the betting kind. I'd be backing West in here. Obviously, a lot of experience in that group. And they've certainly managed to cultivate a winning culture over there at West. Very pleasing to see for the men. Not to mention, I think it was their SL4 women. They got the win earlier.
SL2, I think.
SL2
had a win.
Apologies,
yeah. 1-0 over ANU, I think it was.
So good result for them. So hopefully 3 on the trot for West. They had their second grade men get up.
I always think it's a good grand final day when everybody kind of walks away with a few premierships.
Absolutely. But it is good to see.
So maybe just Vikings have had their shot today in SL4.
I don't know. I think that's some fighting words. They got the win, so you can hopefully keep up from there.
Georgia and I got warned early by ACT Hockey's Rob Cheeky. He did tell us we were showing a bit of ANU bias.
So unlucky there for St. Pat's, but I love watching these young ones and how competitive they are. Show a good bit of character. So physical contest there. I think that's Wendy Moylan at the back. She's another pickup for St. Pat's this year and certainly been an asset in defence for this group.
Sandy Burgess in the middle there. She's played a lot of the season at the centre half position, usually a striker, but she's come along very well for a young player. It's probably the driest corner of the field, that far one. Jeez,
yeah,
isn't it?
watching the play there, hoping they can create something here, but obviously a bit of a challenge. Obviously the rule book not allowing players from either team to be inside the 5-yard. It's hard to get creative when you're pretty limited. You can't really transfer the ball. Smart play there by St. Pat's, building it up well. Again, we're getting a bit bogged down on that far side. They're certainly favouring that. Good fight there by Sammy Pigger. Unlucky, just off the back of the stick. Selmsy with a bit of space.
Good defence again by the St. Pat's team.
Yeah, great defence. That's again Katie O'Connor. Such a worker. She's certainly someone you really want in your team. Can't fault her work rate. Smart play by Wendy, slightly lifted, very well placed. And turnover almost in the defensive 25, so great result out of defence, great outletting. So again, a relatively, I guess, as we know, hockey's not the greatest spectator sport, but limited attacking opportunities for either team. We haven't seen a short corner or any striking fantastic attacking work, but maybe this is the start.
Grand finals can often be like that, can't they? It's kind of the tightest game of the year.
Absolutely. Picked up by Selmsy, searching high for Lucy, and denied by St Pat's. I think the rain certainly are favouring their defensive group, slowing these ANU play right down.
So it just becomes about making the most of whatever opportunity you might get up front, but
Oh, and it just wide there.
it's probably the best chance we've seen the whole game. Phoebe Raff subbing on at the back, another long-time club member.
So ANU crowd certainly getting into it. I'm sure you can hear that.
I think the 4th grade girls have made their way upstairs to support their club mates.
Always very vocal, their ANU group. There's no denying club spirits alive and well there. So enter the halftime break. Scores locked at 0-0. So grab a drink and stay tuned. We'll be back with you shortly.
Hockey ACT would like to thank the following companies for their continued support throughout the 2020 season: Duncan's Plumbing, Capital Chemist, Canberra Labour Club, SportsLink Travel, and O'Neill's.
For a great game of social golf on a beautiful course, visit wonqy Country Club on the corner of Northbourne Avenue and the Barton Highway, Lyneham. If it's competition golf you're after, wonqy has a variety of membership options available to suit a variety of needs. For further information on social golf or memberships, contact the club on 6241 3377 or visit wonqy's website www.wonqy.com.au. Today's game proudly sponsored by Synergy Group, a professional services firm delivering dynamic solutions to government. Canberra born and bred, they exist to uncover what could be so that it can be. They imagine life-changing ideas and help our government make them a reality, and are creators and advisors behind some of Australia's most important projects.
Being a sports physio, I see lots of injuries. As you can imagine, I've seen plenty of ankle injuries, and I have used many different types of ankle braces, but to be honest, I've never seen one as superior as the XOL. It allows your ankle to move like it was designed to, but it kicks in the moment it goes to go too far, and in that way it protects the ankle joint. So whether you're an elite athlete, a weekend warrior, or just someone who enjoys getting out and about, the XOL will give you confidence as well as a sense of freedom to keep you doing what you do each and every day and to enjoy life. XOL.
Energy space is the future of training for electrical apprentices, harnessing technology to make skills development as effective and as efficient as possible. Energy space supports teachers in the classroom and apprentices on the job site to get the full picture on skill development. Energy space is the future of training for electrical apprentices, harnessing technology to make skills development as effective and as efficient as possible. Energy space supports teachers in the classroom and apprentices on the job site to get the full picture on skill development. For a great game of social golf on a beautiful course, visit wonqy Country Club on the corner of Northbourne Avenue and the Barton Highway, Lyneham. If it's competition golf you're after, wonqy has a variety of membership options available to suit a variety of needs. For further information on social golf or memberships, contact the club on 6241 3377 or visit wonqy's website www.wonqy.
Welcome back to the third quarter of this very exciting, closely contested game between St Pat's and ANU.
Scores locked at 0-0.
And St Pat's looking to run away with the play here. We did see in the break for probably a little bit off screen, but we'll manage to sop up some of the water here. The groundskeeper Jamie doing a fantastic job to try and make the grounds playable.
As we start the second half, we'll do a shout out to some of our sponsors. So ANU Women's Hockey Club, proudly supported by ANU Sport, Physio Sport O'Connor and Bunyip Toys. And St Pat's sponsored by Raiders Gungahlin, At Home Landscape, the Wholesale Sleeper Company and Wilby Constructions. And of course Transformed, an award-winning education and training organisation, as a major sponsor of the live streams this year. It's been great to have these live streams, proudly done by wonqy, the team at wonqy, so that you can enjoy hockey in the comfort of your own home. And perhaps the dryness of your own home too.
Yeah, particularly today. It's been a wetter than usual season, but I know I certainly was glad it was warmer towards the end. It's nothing quite like playing in the freezing cold in the midst of July, so the later start maybe wasn't so bad. So great defence by St Pat's, doing well, just taking their time over the ball. So, shut down by ANU. Great defensive effort by the outside half. Again, St Pat's really favouring that left side. Maybe they're assessing the puddles, obviously a bit hard to see from our vantage point, Georgia, but looks like this closer side of the field still very drenched. Maybe that's why they're avoiding it.
It does look a little dry on the other side, so maybe that's what they're doing, but I mean, who knows here. Little stray stick out there.
Definitely, I think, particularly our outside halves, got our work cut out for us today. That's where I play. Making an assessment now. Well defended by Wendy. Very solid at fullback for St. Pat's. And a great communicator on the field as well. Good fight there by Snez, linking up with the midfield. For a little bit too direct, going back through the same channel. But well won there by St. Pat's. Opportunity to create something here. There we go, opening up the field. Young Katie Williams over the ball, and smart play there by Katie Williams. Ooh, good courage by ANU to step in front. And not a bad option by Katie, so she won the free hit there.
I think if I could do an overhead, that's what I've been looking for today.
Definitely, I think, yeah, aerial skills are going to be so important in any game today. The ball just slowing right down as we saw there on screen. Opportunity for ANU now. Annie Burgess on the ball and shut down by Katie O'Connor. Ball slowing right down. Katie Williams winning the fight there against Selmsy. Wendy Moylan over the ball. Just gone searching over the sideline. So first short corner of the game. So first real opportunity for St. Pat's here.
Should mention ANU have had a substitute of their goalkeepers in the second half too. We've got Gabby Milan in for Millie Arnold.
Yeah, so hopefully warmed up and ready, certainly primed for this. I think looking at the personnel, we might see Katie Williams go for a hit, but I think a deflection is going to be important. Gets the mare to avoid that paddle. Katie Williams hit and still at the long corner, so still an attacking opportunity inside their 25 for St. Pat's.
Both teams struggling to get it off that right there, that near side here. Still quite wet. Many puddles.
Mini puddles.
Puddles galore, one would say.
Yeah, shout out to Tom and Anthony listening in, giving us a hard time. So ANU getting a little bit frustrated with the umpires now, so an opportunity for St. Pat's to break this deadlock. ANU creating an opportunity there, transferring the ball. Just didn't quite pay off for them. So St. Pat's back on the attack. Just over 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. I think St. Pat's have certainly had more attacking possession this quarter, which is very pleasing. Hopefully be good to see a team build on it. It's always a tough way to lose grand final or even win a grand final. It doesn't quite feel right when it goes down to shootouts. Good defence there by St. Pat's. Well won. Katie Williams creating some attack. Maintaining possession here. So really trying to force that 5, and she's got the skills to burn. They're into the circle.
Clear by Gabby.
Great save by Gabby. Great build-up by St. Pat's. Certainly good to see these younger players having such an impact. So important to their development, and if they can match it in these big important games, they'll certainly go a long way with their hockey.
Defence of both teams working extra hard to keep out of their circles, that's for sure.
Absolutely. And the rain certainly easing. It's still there, but it's certainly easing compared to what we saw in the last second grade game. So hopefully that's a good sign of things to come. Well defended by St. Pat's, stepping up in front. Good win there by Annie Burgess in the midfield, but shut down by Katie Williams on the outside. Good fight by Snares, just unlucky pop on the foot. Right.
3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Still a 0-all. Still.
Snares unlucky not to win the free hit there. But defending well this ANU group. ANU cracking up the middle, linking up with Selmsey. Couldn't quite find the next line, but staying in the contest. Well won there in defence by ANU, really forcing these St. Pat's team back, hot on their heels. Good work through the midfield by St. Pat's. Katie O'Connor on the run now. If she can find Courtney here, they'll go a long way. And that's denied by... Yeah, Kate Fleming really well defended and forcing her back about 10 metres. Good early play. So they've been called up there. I missed that. But an opportunity for ANU to build some play here. As you said, the rain easing and field slowly but surely drying out. So the third quarter, score's still locked at 0-0. So
Still there.
15 minutes to create some attacks. So hopefully we can absorb more of this water and have a very exciting, hopefully much faster fourth quarter.
Energy space is the future of training for electrical apprentices, harnessing technology to make skills development as effective and as efficient as possible. Energy space supports teachers in the classroom and apprentices on the job site to get the full picture on skill development. For a great game of social golf on a beautiful course, visit wonqy Country Club on the corner of Northbourne Avenue and the Barton Highway, Lyneham. If it's competition golf you're after, wonqy has a variety of membership options available to suit a variety of needs. For further information on social golf or memberships, contact the club on 6241 3377 or visit wonqy's website www.wonqy.com.au. Got a niggling injury that just won't go away? Why not see the team at Powerhouse Physio, located here at the National Hockey Centre? They will get you back better, stronger, faster.
So welcome back. The fourth and final quarter here of the Capital League 2 Women's Grand Final. If you've just tuned in, scores are locked at 0-0. It's been a little bit hindered by the inclement weather and the puddling and pooling on the field, but it looks to have been dried up, so hopefully see a bit more action this quarter. So an opportunity for either team to create something here. ANU looking to go 3 in a row, and St. Pat's hoping to get back in the winner's circle.
What would you have said to each team at the break, Jess?
Yeah, I think stay composed. Obviously defence is so important, but probably be a little bit daring. Take some chances here. I think you've got to create some attack either way, but just be confident as well.
I love that old grand final cliche. We've only got 15 minutes of hockey left this season.
And that's it, absolutely.
So let's enjoy
everything
it.
to play for.
Oh, we've had a short corner blown there for being inside the 5 from a free hit.
And so huge advantage and huge opportunity for St. Pat's here. We saw young Katie Williams up on the battery earlier, so I think she might be off at the minute. So we have Sam Picker at the top. The puddling that we saw in the second quarter is not there, so let's see what they can do. Well defended by ANU. Great defence.
St. Pat's have probably had the better of the attack for the last couple of quarters.
Yeah, they've certainly, be fair to say, Karen, that they've had more of the possession.
It's true. It's this time of the game where fatigue might set in and some people might make some mistakes throwing the ball out of defence.
Absolutely. So just got to stay patient. That'd be my other advice.
It's well defended again by ANU.
So again, another attacking opportunity for St. Pat's, forcing the turnover.
And you probably need to spend a bit more time building it up through the middle. Although it's always easier to say that from up here, Jess, isn't it?
Absolutely. I often say that. I'm sure if you've been tuning in, you've heard me say armchair expert.
And you've got plenty of people up in attack.
Yeah, so opportunity here. They do well to win the hockey ball there. Looking to go up and over. We spoke about the aerial skills earlier, especially in this weather. Opportunity now through Snares. Just couldn't quite find her strikers, but smart idea to go out and around the circle there.
Young Lucy Jelland there in the middle. She's scored a stack of goals this year. I think she scored 20 goals.
So not a bad striker, Lucy. I think she's played a handful of first grade games as well. I had the pleasure of coaching Lucy when she was young. She's very nonchalant when she scores, and there it is.
We've talked her into it.
Talked her into it. It manifested that. Probably the most I've seen her celebrate, and rightly so.
That's right, if you can't cheer one on in a grand final. But St. Pat's, they won't bother St. Pat's too much. I think they've still got
There's still time here for St.
plenty of
Pat's.
time. Might open the game up a bit, I think.
Definitely. The Mother Nature's been nice to us, as I said, and the field seems to be draining.
Is it good, Jess, to see the youngsters you've coached,
Yeah,
as young
absolutely.
kids come through to the top grades?
Certainly very pleasing, and good to see them continue to love the sport and keep enjoying their hockey. I think player retention is always a huge positive for the game. And as a coach, as long as they're still playing and enjoying it, sometimes that's all you can ask.
Georgia and I were saying earlier in the SL1 game too, it's important that women see an opportunity to come back, after a break if they've had kids or...
Yeah, sometimes work and life gets in the way.
Beck Hotchkiss has made a comeback after
A second bub.
second baby, so it's good to see her back.
Absolutely. And we mentioned earlier, Karen, I think you're still umpiring the other previous game, but some mother-daughter combinations in the St. Pat's group, which is fantastic to see. Certainly very special. You've got, Mandy McCarthy and Lani McCarthy out there, and then dad and son in the second grade men's team, which was fantastic.
Lucy's off
Lucy's
again.
off again. So prolific goal scorer, you'd say. Lucy, she's certainly on the money today.
It's good to see young strikers come through too. Hockey ACT's probably struggled for a few years without some good strikers, so it's good to see young kids coming through who want to score a goal.
Definitely, I think that hunger is so important. You can't necessarily coach that either.
I made my switch to the forward line after being a goalkeeper for too many years, getting sick of hearing the ball in the back of the board behind me.
So you got on the other side.
Got on the other side of it.
Probably not a bad option. Smart move there. You know how they're scored.
That was many years ago, Jess, probably before. You were probably still playing wonqy back then. You're getting old too, and I covered the hockey for the Canberra Times, and now I come back and watch it, and all the children of the people I covered back then are playing.
Popping through, yeah. So
it's the family sport, hockey, isn't it?
It really is,
for
I
all
think.
Generations.
Yeah, it's one of those games you get into because your parents played or you had siblings that played or something like that. So St. Pat's played sent off for not being 5. So I think they'll miss 2 minutes of this quarter. So St. Pat's down to 10 players for the next 2 minutes.
Good solid tackle there. This is where St. Pat's want to keep their composure.
Absolutely. Certainly being a play down. It's a shame they really can't afford to stretch someone high when that happens, but...
Would you be thinking about pulling your keeper off, you think, Jess? Or?
Yeah, certainly at this stage in the game with the results like that, and we did see that in the second grade men, so smart coaching by St. Pat's there, and I'm sure Toj, Darren, will be looking to do that very shortly. So well denied by Courtney Booth. Great defensive effort. Stretching high for Katie O'Connor. Fantastic play by 2 very talented juniors coming through our ranks at the minute. Courtney in our 18s and Katie in our 15s.
It's one thing St. Pat's do well is bring their juniors through to the top grade.
Yeah, I was saying earlier in the first quarter I was a St. Pat's junior myself and played my first senior games with them. So an opportunity here, short corner. Crucial moment of the game.
It's funny how when you're a player down sometimes the team lifts a little bit.
Yeah, I think they've certainly played with a lot of ticker, this St. Pat's group, and I think that's testament not only to the personnel, but I think that's the spirit of the club in general. So well executed, well placed. That looks very promising for Sammy Picker. And Katie Williams showing some heart here, stretching out and around to get the ball.
Oh, just too wide.
A little bit too wide and a little bit too far in front. I think Katie will be wanting to make up for that. And well placed by Mandy.
Don't know what was going on there.
So
It's been stopped.
you have 4.5 minutes remaining here. St. Pat's are certainly looking. They've got that desire, which is admirable. Well defended. And well won there, just off the stick of a St. Pat's defender.
St. Pat's have thrown that striker high.
Yeah, I think it's a smart move there. So as you predicted, they've had their goalkeeper off. So that's a foot there. Yep. So smart coaching there by Toge.
It's always
Hoping.
interesting to see how teams switch their defence when the keeper goes off,
Absolutely.
just to be game enough to throw people a bit high.
Definitely. And you want it to be useful. So you actually want to make sure you're creating that attack. Physical contest there and well won by Lucy, and
There's not much to her, but she bounced off that one pretty well.
she did really well. So good defence by St. Pat's. Again, playing with that ticker that we spoke about and that heart that we love. Toge giving out orders. Let's see what they can create here. So they're absolutely still in this. Just under 3 minutes remaining here. Good work by Wendy Moylan at the back. Mandy McCarthy over the ball. She does well. Well won there by St. Pat's. Good advantage by the ref. Courtney Booth over the ball now. Not 5, but play on is the ref's call. Good heart there by Katie O'Connor and Katie Williams. So
Amy will be
yeah, as you said, it's probably the fourth grade ladies there making a bit of noise, the ANU fan club. I hope they are gone before first grade starts.
They might be too cold and wet by then, Jess. You might be in luck.
Yeah, obviously, with the COVID restrictions, probably important to keep it fair and let other fans' teams come.
Send all the rowdy ones home early.
That's it. Bit of desperation by this St. Pat's group now. Lani McCarthy building it up strong on the ball up the line. Great team tackle by ANU and well shut down by Mandy.
I think if I was the ANU coach now, I would have put everybody behind the ball. But they're still spreading them wide.
So just over a minute remaining. I still have faith in this St. Pat's group. I think there's no reason why they can't create something here. Good fight by Katie O'Connor. She's a little bit isolated. She needs her teammates to support her.
Rochi hasn't stopped all game, but she's...
Courtney Booth up front now. Oh, just couldn't quite link up with each other to their junior players. Little Lani McCarthy, she does well. 30 seconds remaining here, so this is everything. They'll be wanting to play smart here. The hit is outside the circle, outside the 25. Yep. Forced the short corner. And it's gone the other way.
think she's
Oh no, just changed her call. Yep, rightly so. Making sure both teams get 5 in the circle now, and well cleared by ANU. Crowd getting very vocal here, and Uni rightly so taking their time over the ball. So well won by ANU.
It's 1-0 to ANU in the
CL final. So congratulations to ANU, and I think St. Pat should certainly be proud of their effort that game.
It was a close game. There was nothing in it at all.
Definitely a hard way to go down. But thanks for tuning in. Obviously, we have the men's coming up. I think it's the first grand final week I can remember where the men's game was played before the women's. So the precursor to the big dance.
That's right. This is the warmer-upper of the men's game for the main show.
So we have West and Central coming up in the men's, and then Tuggeranong Vikings and ANU Hockey Club in the women's to finish the day off.
And we wish you luck in your game, Jess. Hope you play well.
Thank you.
Just not too well.
Need a bit of luck. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Hockey ACT would like to thank the following companies for their continued support throughout the 2020 season: Duncan's Plumbing, Capital Chemist, Canberra Labour Club, Sports Link Travel, and O'Neill's.
Energy Space is the future of training for electrical apprentices, harnessing technology to make skills development as effective and as efficient as possible. Energy Space supports teachers in the classroom and apprentices on the job site to get the full picture on skill development. Today's game proudly sponsored by Synergy Group, a professional services firm delivering dynamic solutions to government. Canberra born and bred, they exist to uncover what could be so that it can be. They imagine life-changing ideas and help our government make them a reality, and are creators and advisors behind some of Australia's most important projects. For a great game of social golf on a beautiful course, visit wonqy Country Club on the corner of Northbourne Avenue and the Barton Highway, Lyneham. If it's competition golf you're after, wonqy has a variety of membership options available to suit a variety of needs. For further information on social golf or memberships, contact the club on 6241 3377 or visit wonqy's website www.wonqy.com.au.
Being a sports physio, I see lots of injuries. As you can imagine, I've seen plenty of ankle injuries, and I have used many different types of ankle braces, but to be honest, I've never seen one as superior as the XOL. It allows your ankle to move like it was designed to, but it kicks in the moment it goes to go too far, and in that way it protects the ankle joint. So whether you're an elite athlete, a weekend warrior, or just someone who enjoys getting out and about, the XOL will give you confidence as well as a sense of freedom to keep you doing what you do each and every day and to enjoy life. XOL.
Hockey ACT would like to thank the following companies for their continued support throughout the 2020 season: Duncan's Plumbing, Capital Chemist, Canberra Labour Club, Sports Link Travel, and O'Neill's.